Hello and welcome. My name is Sunshine, the Project Manager, Sunshine Educational Resources, also known as Sunshine Academy. Welcome to our free online lessons in mathematics for senior secondary schools. So far, we've been running free online lessons in mathematics, chemistry, physics, biology, geography, economics, and many more subjects. These are ideal for those preparing for GCE, SSCE, JAMB, NABTEB, and so many other public examinations. In the previous lesson in mathematics, we went through theory of logarithm, okay? And today we're going to go into another topic called surd. Okay, we're going to go into another topic called surd. First and foremost, let's try to understand what is surd. Surds are irrational numbers of the form, let's say 3, 5, 6, 7, 9, 11, and so on. These numbers are called surds. Now, these numbers also have certain rules that govern their multiplication, their division. At this moment, let's see some facts that we need to note about surd. Take, for example, 1. The surd of P and Q is the same as writing surd P multiplied by surd Q. Number 2, the surd of P over Q is also the same as writing surd P all over surd Q. Now number 3, take for example 2 surd P is also the same as writing the surd of 4 multiplied by the surd of P, which is also the same as writing surd 4P. Take this up. Please note the following, also very important. The surd of P plus Q is not the same thing as writing surd P plus surd Q. Very important. Let me also show you the following. 5. The surd of P minus Q is not the same as writing surd P minus surd Q. Now, let's run some few examples. Let's run some few examples now, based on what we've studied so far. 1, simplify the following. Surd of 32. Surd of 32. Okay. Now, you will agree with me that the surd of 32 is the same as writing surd 16 times 2. Surd 16 times 2, which is equal to 16. The surd of 16, or the square root of 16, is 4. Multiply by surd 2. So your answer is equal to 4 surd 2. Now number 2, simplify the surd of 20. Now the surd of 20 is the same as writing the surd of 4 times 5, which is equal to, the surd of 4 is 2 multiplied by the surd of 5. Now number 3, surd 98. Surd 98. The surd of 98 is the same as writing the surd of 49 times 2, which is equal to, 49 is same as 7. This is 49. Surd 49 is same as 7 times surd 2. All right, let's move on. Now, let's do the opposite of what we've done above. Let's do the opposite. Write the following. Write the following as a square root of a single number. As the square root of a single number. Okay, number 1. You have 4 surd 2. 4 surd 2. We should write it as a square root of a single number. Now this simply means that here you will have 4 times 4 square root of a single number. Now 4 times 4, then square root of 2. Now this simply means that you will now have 16 times 2 square roots. So which is the square root of 32 gives you this one here. The square root of 32 gives you this one here. Now number 2. 5 surd 3, which is the same as writing. Now for this number to exist in this format, or to have been broken down to this level, it means that it must have existed in this format. 5 times 5 surd 3. So this will mean 5 times 5, that's 25 times 3 surd of the whole number, which is equal to 25 times 3, that is 75. Surd 75. Alright, let's take one more example now. 2 surd 5. 2 surd 5. Now this can also be expressed as 2 times 2 surd 5. And this is same as writing 2 times 2 is 4 times 5, all of them in surd. So that is 4 times 5, that is 20. Alright, we've come to the end of today's lesson. Thank you very much for watching and for learning, and tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your classmates, tell your junior ones to join you next time that you are learning from us. And if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do so that you can always have instant access to our resources each time we release them. Thank you very much for watching, and God bless you. Make sure you practice, just like I always encourage my students. Practice makes perfect. If you keep on practicing, you become what you always do. Practice all the time. Thank you very much for watching.